Hello everyone. Someone asked for like a detailed review of my sewing machine, which is the brother Innovis 35p. This is not part of it. I just the company I bought it from didn't have an extension table, so I just made this. If you're interested in anything, just ask me. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so just a brief overview of the sewing machine again because I've already done this in the unboxing. This is the thread tension place where you keep your threads. This are your stitches, and it comes out like that. Because, like I was saying before I got the machine, I was wondering where the outlet for the stitches is, and this is where you wind your bobbin. It's also where you put the second spool pin in case you want to use your twin needle. This is the stitching speed. This is your needle up or down. This is your reverse, and this is your start stop button. And this is your start button if you're not using your foot. So this pops out, and in there is your bobbin. On the side is the hand wheel and the on and off button. This here is for your foot pedal, and this here is your electricity wire. Okay, so we're going to, and this is where your lever is. I My machine before this, the lever is at the back, so this took a little bit of getting used to. Then this is your manual needle thread and not automatic. So we turn on the machine and it goes to the default stitch setting, which is your stitch number 1, which, as you can see here, is a straight stitch, and these are the default settings: 2.5 stitch length and stitch width at 0. So this is to increase the stitch length. Okay, and this is to increase the stitch width, although I don't know why you need stitch width for a straight stitch. Then this beauty here is to change your stitch selection, so stitch selection down. This button, let me come closer. This button is to set the machine to automatically lock a stitch down when you are starting your stitch instead of manually doing it here. And this you press when you want to change into a twin needle. Okay, so now that we have all that generally out of the way, let's do some stitches. Oh, and this is where your other things with the machine come. And if you check my other video, the unboxing, I lay out everything that comes with the machine, and I show you, and just check on there. Because yeah, let's get to the fun part, which is the trying out stitches and stuff. This is the thread spool. You put it in here. Okay, then very important, you take the corresponding I think this is called a spool cap, to the size of of the thread spool. If it was a bigger thread, like a bigger spool of thread, you would use a bigger spool cap. Okay, so, and it's pretty self-explanatory. See, it's numbered, so you do this on this part because it takes a little bit of force to get it on there, here, and it doesn't matter which side you put it on. Right, go down, up. Sorry, the lever should be up at this point. Then take it from the right side of the lever to the left side, back down here, come down here, and a lot of people skip this step, but really you shouldn't. Let's see. See here, where it says number 6. Okay, I have to put it through there. Okay. Then one of the main selling features of this machine is the needle threader. So you hold it here, taut, you press down this lever, and here has to come. If not, it will never, like, you never thread the needle, and you leave it. And okay, for our bobbin, it's still going in here, go down here, come up here, sorry, go around this and onto the side. Wind mine like this. This is from the other bobbin. Now, as you get here, you see the direction it goes. The thread has to be on this side, and after you put that down, you snap it into place. This activates the bobbin winding instead of the stitching. So we turn on our machine, and again for this one, I like to take out my foot pedal and just press this start button. You can see it's rolling. This bobbin winder doesn't wind fast, and it doesn't wind full. So if you're experiencing that, don't think that there's something wrong with your machine. My other machine, the bobbin winder was faster and fuller. But yeah, so what I do is I cut it here, disengage this, take it out, and rethread my sewing machine. Okay, now after you've wound your bobbin, open here up, and I hope you can see. Let's turn this off again. You can see the direction that the thread from the bobbin needs to go in, and if you don't do it this way, your stitches will never ever form properly, or they will never lock properly. So I put it in, see the thread coming out this way, I put in my bobbin, thread is coming out this way, you see that, then press it down, it has to go under that, in through here, right around, and there's a thread snip here, very clean, very tidy. Be careful, because I've seen a lot of people that break these, and I'm sure it's a nightmare. Okay, then you lock that in. So let's turn on the sewing machine again. Then you need some more advanced machines. You can just start sewing from here, but not this one. You need to either with your hand wheel or this. I use this. So you just press it down, goes down, you press it up again, and it brings out the bottom thread for you. I mean, it's so little here you can barely see it, but I'll show you guys. You see the bottom thread there? And even just this little part is more than enough for you to start sewing. Okay, so right now we have our fabric and our stitch is set to stitch number 1, and over here it shows you see the sign there. Sorry, it's kind of like a glare. See the sign here, it shows the feet, right? And this is for this sign here shows the stitch, but this shows you the feet you're supposed to use. So it's a J foot, which is this one. So, and you can also see that stitch 01 is a straight stitch. Okay, so so let's get to stitching. I press my needle down, put this down, and start sewing. And if you reduce the speed, right, then no matter how fast you sew, like I have my foot all the way down to the foot pedal, it won't go past a certain speed. If you do that, then I still have my foot down, it won't go past the speed. Okay, then it's also that for the fastest stitch, but needle up, take that out. So this is what the stitches look like. The top side, this is the back side. And you always want to make sure, you know, that they look fairly tight. It should, in theory, look as neat as the front. That's how you know your stitches are good. Okay, so now for the straight stitch, let us try a zigzag. So these are your this is called the lightning bolt stitch. It's supposed to be used for stretchy fabrics, but I don't like it. I don't like it's too tight. So these are your predominantly your zigzag stitches, but you use your zigzag stitches to sew stretchy fabrics, and with that you can use this, you can use this. Then to for fraying fabrics, you know, to close out the edges, you can use this one, you can use that one, you can use that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. You know, there are so many really. But or you can even use this one. And in the manual, it shows you like what type of stretchy frame fabrics to use with what type of stitches. So, but let's just go for stitch number 5, which is the basic zigzag stitch. So I come on here. Sorry, I come on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the default setting for a zigzag. But I will just, so that you guys can see clearly, the zigzag, I would just take it to a 5. This goes all the way up to a 7, but I'm doing a 5. And then the stitch length. Okay, I'll do with this one now that I'll increase the stitch length so you guys can see it. Okay, so down. I can also use the hand wheel to take the needle down. Okay, then I'll increase the stitch length to 2.5 so that you guys can see. Okay, take that out, pull it to the side, and cut it. So you can see the stitches are neatly formed. This was when the stitch length was 1.4, I think, and this is 2.5, and you can see how it looks at the back. Okay, what else? Okay, we have a couple of buttonhole functions, so let's get you guys closer. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different buttonhole stitches. This is a bar tack stitch like you find in your jeans by the pockets, you know. Okay, and in the manual you get told, you know, like what type of buttonhole is best suited for a type of fabric. Okay, but I'm just going to do the easiest one. Sorry, I'm just going to do the easiest one, and that will involve me changing into a buttonhole foot. And I got this machine because of the buttonhole, because it's an automatic buttonhole foot sewing machine. So I press, let me show you guys again. Okay, I've clapped that back on, and hold on. So to release the foot, just press this and it disengages, and you put on your regular foot. Now this is what the buttonhole foot looks like. So to create a buttonhole, you need a button. So first things first, we need to place the button inside the buttonhole foot. So you press this up, and you see this space here. Put your button. It's kind of finicky, but okay. Now that holds the button in place, and this tells the machine, you know, the correct size of the buttonhole to make, unlike the manual one where you have to guess and mark and blah blah blah. I was so happy to get this machine. So now we put this here, raise up. I don't know if you guys are seeing something clear. Sorry guys, I can't do anything about this light, but you just snap it into this bar. Let me show you this bar here. Okay, it's snapped on now. Okay. So after you have attached the buttonhole foot, there is also this lever here. Let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like from this side. See it here. This tells the foot when it has gotten to the end of the button and to start coming back. So you need to pull it down, right, and put it on this first side. Get a little bit closer. And put it on this first side of this attachment that opens up for the button. Okay, you put it here, right? You come on here and decide the buttonhole you want to make, and we're just going to make the simple one, which is 38, I think. Right, so come here and toggle, and as you're doing that, the needle position changes. Okay, and immediately it shows that this has been activated, which means that this stitch locks itself at the beginning and at the end of your stitch. And usually when I'm doing these, I take off my foot pedal so that everything is just on automatic. So sorry guys, okay. Then there is some marking that you have to do on your fabric. You need to mark where you want the buttonhole to start. It shows buttonholes from the bottom to the top. My former machine sewed buttonholes from the top to the bottom. So I've marked where I want it to start, and you have to align that with, wait, let me just turn off these things for a bit so you can see. But we need it on to we need it on to so you align this line with this line here and make sure this is in the center of the stitch. Okay, so I know you can see that, but I've done it. So we need to turn the machine back on. It has gone back to stitch number 1, so we go back to 38. Then take that down. This goes in. I like to turn my hand wheel just for the first couple of times. Just if you've ever had needles break on you, you know the value of this. So okay, I'm going to take off my foot pedal and just press this. That's it locking now. So that's done. Take that. How it looks. This is the front. Then you would cut open your button, and that's how it looks at the back. So okay guys, this video was requested by someone who had seen my unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed the machine. I'm really enjoying it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more good content. Tell me what you want to see so I can do that for you. And till then, peace guys.